Hi, this is Jason Henley, Principal Solutions Consultant for TIBCO Software, and thank you for joining me for this 3-minute explainer. Today I will show you how to create standard HTTP health checks in BusinessWorks. Health checks are useful for all types of applications, but are especially important for container-based applications to interact with the container manager's liveness and readiness probes. We'll start by looking at the health check base project. You'll see here two services, the liveness service and the readiness service. The only purpose of the liveness service is to confirm the container is alive, and thus it simply returns a 200 response code. If the container is not alive, this service will never be invoked. The readiness service, on the other hand, has two possible returns. A catch-all exception handler catches all errors and returns a 500 response code. The readiness check itself is done inside this sub-process. Here you will want to confirm that all dependencies for the application are reachable or loaded. If any issues are found, simply throw an exception, and the catch-all exception handler in the calling process will take care of it. If there are no issues, the sub-process exits and a 200 response code is returned. Now let's add our health check to an existing application. We'll start by importing our processes from our base health check project. Once imported, we need to configure our REST bindings for use in this project. We do this by opening the Components section and adding our health check process as a component. From here, we need to generate the REST binding and configure it accordingly. Open the health check process and right-click on the first service and select Create REST Binding. Next, configure the REST binding by adjusting the resource path and adding the HTTP connector you want to use for this service. Finally, add the two response codes, 200 and 500, and save. Repeat this process for the second service. With the health checks configured, we can simply start our project and test them out. You can see here that our Hello World application now has two health checks ready to be plugged in to Kubernetes or any other container management solution. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found these few minutes useful, and if so, please like and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for additional topics, you can leave them in the comments section, and don't forget to visit tibco.com as well as our TIBCO community at community.tibco.com. You can find the project shown in this video as well as others in our GitHub repository, which is linked below. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me directly. My contact info is in the description.